Today, we're going to be tying a saltwater worm that you surf fishermen won't want to be without. To tie it, we'll start off with two 4.5mm tungsten beads, or whatever weight you need to get it in the strike zone. Secure your thread just behind it before placing your thumb on one of the beads to help lock it in place while you secure it tightly with your thread, taking thread wraps both in front as well as behind to lock it down before moving to the other bead. We'll repeat this just as before, using our thread to lock in front as well as behind the bead while leaving a bit of room in the middle for a future step. We'll finish by wrapping our thread back towards the hook bend and grab a predator worm. Here I'm using a sandworm color, but bloodworm also looks exceptionally good. And because the fibers can easily just be pulled out, we'll fix this by taking a lighter and singeing the tip slightly, adding some additional durability by taking some UV resin, adding it to the tip, and securing it in place with a UV light. We'll repeat this to the opposite end, burning the tip, filling it with some UV resin, and securing it in place. At which point we'll rest the worm on the top side of our fly, taking some thread wraps just behind the bead, before folding over the loose end and taking some wraps on the other side. This will help pinch the material in place to ensure that it stays locked tightly. We'll advance our thread to the middle of the beads and repeat this step just as before, taking wraps on top of it, folding it over, and taking a few in front. Advance your thread forward, fold over the worm, and once again lock it in place. This time, pinching it in place by using a whip finisher to hold it all together. Snip your thread free, and to add some additional durability, you can paint over the thread wraps and the beads with some UV resin. Fix it in place with the UV light, and this is an incredibly simple yet quick sinking worm pattern that here was tied to be used in saltwater, but could also be a great bass or panfish pattern with the appropriate hook size. And if you don't tie and want to try some of these out for yourself, and you can find them on my website listed below. Thank you for watching, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next one.